What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today, we're focusing on the three Norris Trophy finalists and why I think Shea Weber will win the award. The finalists are, and I'll actually put them in the order I'd rank them: Weber, Duncan Keith, and Zdeno Chara. All three had amazing seasons, and if you guys know anything about me, I love having number one defenseman. I think if you're going to build a Stanley Cup contending team, having a true blue number one defenseman is the place to start. I mean, you look at the common trend among recent Stanley Cup champions. I mean, Duncan Keith and Chara. And Drew Doughty, who I think is definitely in the running, and someone I really thought had an amazing season that could easily be up in this top three. But I think they got the three finalists right. All three play in all situations. That Duncan Keith plays a ton of ice time, as do the others. The Bruins were a little more conservative with Chara's ice time. He still had 25 minutes a game, but they're going to save him for they rested him up a little bit more this year for the playoffs. Plus, it's kind of astounding. Chara's 37 years old. Let that sink in for a second. And you look at I'll start with Duncan Keith's case. It was awesome, 55 assists, really moving the puck well, amazing in the playoffs. And the Chicago Blackhawks led the NHL in goals scored, and having him and Brent Seabrook moving the puck back there, makes it easier for the forwards to do their thing in the offensive zone and get scoring opportunities, on the rush and on the power play, stuff like that. And I thought Keith really had an amazing year. And he again plays all situations, kills penalties, and he's a real joy to watch. I mean, he definitely is a guy that can change the dynamic of the game just by being on the ice, and it's good to see that out there on the ice. And again, I can't say enough good things about him. He really fits the mold of that Blackhawks organization very well in terms of what they need from their number one defenseman. Zdeno Chara, I thought the Bruins really did a good job moving him up front in the power play. He still slides out and can tee up that 100-mile-an-hour shot, and he scored 17 goals this year and put the fear of God into opposing goalies every time he teed it up. But I think he's going to be obviously a key part of the Bruins want to win the Stanley Cup, and he was a key part in the Red Wings series. And I think it's funny. He's 37 years old, and he's not really slowing down much. And that's a testament to how well conditioned he is, how much of a professional he is. He's class personified, and is really that's can't say enough good things about him. Brings physicality, and obviously being 6'9" makes you a little hard to play against at times. And he's out there against the top line consistently, and he did it without his usual defense partner Dennis Seidenberg for the latter part of the season, who tore his ACL right around New Year's. So that's a testament. But I got Shea Weber winning it. He scored 23 goals, led all defensemen, set a Nashville Predators franchise record, 56 points, and he led Nashville in scoring. I believe him and might have been Erik Karlsson were the only two defensemen to lead their teams in scoring. And I know he was a minus. I'll pull up what his exact minus was, but I don't think you fault him for that. The team wasn't a playoff team there without their star goalie Pecorine for the bulk of the season. Excuse me, and you look at what he's been able to accomplish. Even without Ryan Suter, last year the team struggled. He struggled as well without Suter, but he really stepped his game up, and it was only a minus too. So I mean, you take that with a grain of salt. And again, plus minus is becoming an overrated stat. So we'll see what happens with that. But again, I think he's the guy that's going to win this award. If you have the chance to watch him play, the physical tenacity is amazing. And I got to see him play in person once this season against the Bruins. Actually, I got to see obviously both him and Chara play. And his penalty minutes are down, which means he's being responsible. He's not taking stupid penalties. He's not getting baited into retaliatory penalties. He's playing tough and physical, but staying within the realms of the game and not putting his team in a detrimental position. So that's a good thing. And again, I think he should have won it in 2012. They gave it to Erik Karlsson. In 2011, he should have won it, and they gave it to Nick Lidstrom. So as a lifetime achievement award. So we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, that's our episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Norris Trophy finalists, and why Shea Weber of the Nashville Predators will win the award and should win the award. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.